Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for joining to today's webinar. Happy to see so many people have joined and so many participants which are eager to learn more about today's webinar about Jaltest ISOBUS and PowerSteer Ready. I hope that you are very much familiar with our recent developments and our history. So some of you probably have joined also our last webinar, which was about the Vision Pro. And today we will focus on the Jaltest ISOBUS and PowerSteer Ready, which are both two new additions to our product portfolio. Before we start, however, let me introduce you to a couple of housekeeping rules, just so you are aware. As you might have noticed, your microphones are disabled. So if you have any questions, please use the Q&A function. As you might see on the screen, in the lower bottom, you have under activities. If you click on activities and then go on Q&A, you then have the possibility to post a question. Just click on ask question, and there you can ask your question should anything come up. So please post it there. We will see it in time, and we will do our very best to address all of your questions should they not be answered during the meeting. If any of them should remain unanswered at the end of the webinar, we will do our very best to then get in touch with you and answer all the questions offline. Okay, so with that in mind, let's start, and let's go to the introductory slide, please. So today, for you, we will have Tamás Molnár, which is our product and service manager, who will be introducing you to the technical aspects of the Jaltest ISOBUS and the Steer Ready. And also myself, Damian von Plonzinski, I am responsible for the relationship with our dealers. So if you have any commercial aspects that you would like to address, I'm happy to get into them and to hopefully answer your questions. So without any further ado, let's start with today's webinar. And Tamás, I'll be heading over to you.
Thank you. So good evening, everyone. For those who joined to our call from overseas, good morning. So first of all, as Damian already introduced me, my name is Tamás Molnár, and I'm working as a product and service manager here, actually working in the precision agriculture industry more than 20 years now, dealing with ISOBUS and GPS auto steering technology for a long time. Yeah, let's jump into the presentation. So we are very happy to present you the Jaltest ISOBUS kit that brings advanced level of precision to your tractor and allows you to work with advanced implements. As more farmers invest into precision technology to optimize seed, fertilizer, and crop protection input materials, the use of ISOBUS compatibility has become more and more essential. Many of you asked us in previous meetings to have an ISOBUS solution to optimize your field operations, and we are very excited to deliver it together with our Spanish partner, Coheli. We are proud to introduce the Jaltest ISOBUS as a certified high-quality ISOBUS kit for your tractor, for PowerSteer or PowerGuide customers. This tractor upgrade kit includes a harness kit, a controller, and the mobile app, giving you the full ISOBUS functionality of your Android tablet. I'm sure many of you already seen a tractor cab, which had at least 3-4 different monitors, one for the sprayers, one for the fertilizer spreader, and one for the seeders, probably even one more for the navigation. which can be, I know, very confusing sometimes and limiting the visibility outside from the tractor. So now, thanks to this standardized ISOBUS technology, more and more implement manufacturers have either the full range of or the part of their product line with the optional or the standard ISOBUS technology. With such technology, you can use ISOBUS implements from different manufacturers, and all we use the same ISOBUS terminal. With this level of ISOBUS integration between different brands, you can easily connect and control equipment from different manufacturers. Sometimes it's a kind of restraining factor for farmers that how to start with this technology. Since my tractor is not an ISOBUS ready tractor or an ISO ready tractor, my implement is not an ISOBUS implement, and where to start with. So with this Cohelia product line, you can modernize your technology by adding advanced features to your existing non-ISOBUS tractor. But with the ISOBUS solution, you can increase the level of precision of every task. The ISOBUS task controller is a standardized communication interface used in precision agriculture. And this enables seamless interaction between the agricultural machinery and the farm management systems. It is part of a broader ISOBUS standard, which ensures compatibility and interoperability between equipment from different manufacturers. So this ISOBUS technology includes the key functions of a task controller, ISOBUS task controller. So let's have a quick overview of this. So first thing is the task management. Task controller manages and executes the tasks created in a farm management information system, such as planting, fertilizer, or spraying operation. And this task can include predefined instructions for the equipment, such as volume rates, areas, or any specific routes. The other thing is the data transfer. This ISOBUS technology enables you to transfer tasks between the farm management's information system and the machinery, including prescriptions like variable rate application maps and recorded operational data such as coverage maps, for example, or use standardized file formats like the ISO XML file you most probably already heard. The third one that we need to mention is the section control. So automatic section controls allows you that you make an operation of individual machine sections on sprayers, seeders, or planter machines. So such as spray boom sections or planter rows. You can do automatic section control, and this will reduce overlap and minimize the input waste. Section control ensures also precise application, improving efficiency and reducing the environment impact. And the third one, or fourth one, sorry, this is the variable rate application, variable rate control, which is called task control geo. This executes variable rate application based on georeferenced prescription maps, enabling site-specific management of inputs like seeds, fertilizer, or pesticides. So let's see how it is compatible with our product. So the Jaltest ISOBUS kit is compatible with other Field B products. It's of course compatible with the PowerSteer steering solution, and also with the power guide manual guidance solutions. And soon it will be also compatible with our Vision Pro system. So Damian, please have a couple of words about the ISOBUS kit pricing.
Yes, absolutely. So as for the price, the ISOBUS upgrade kit goes for standard list price 1,900 euros. And this includes the Jaltest iConnect wiring harness, which is a standard harness, also the Field B navigation app, and also the iConnect module, which is the little one on the right-hand side. So all of that is included in the 1,900 euros. If you are interested to get a better price, then I recommend to you to write down the promo code. This is a specific promo code that we have prepared only for today for the participants that have joined today's webinar. And if you like to get more information about the upgrade kit before purchasing, or if you wish to get in touch with us, please feel free to scan the QR code to maybe take a picture for later purpose, and we are happy to answer all of your questions. So 1,900 euros with minus 5% with the promo code that you see on the screen.
So so the next product we want to introduce you is the PowerSteer Ready. So Field B PowerSteer Ready is a complete solution that quickly unlocks auto steering on a wide range of CAN steer ready tractors. Of course, CAN steering interface can vary from manufacturers to manufacturers using different connectors, but we have the proper knowledge to use these interfaces. The reason why I was saying that CAN steering interface is that that I know from experience that steer-ready tractors appeared on the market somewhere the early 2000s, but at the very beginning, not all of the steer-ready tractors were CAN using the CAN technology. So we can say that we can divide the steer-ready tractors in two big groups. One is that what we call steer-by-wire steer-ready tractors, and the other big groups, what we are going to support, is the CAN steer-ready tractors. In generally, I can say that that the CAN steering interface was introduced somewhere the early 2010 years, somewhere around 2010, 2011, and since then, I would say that that 98% of the tractor manufacturer or vehicle manufacturers who manufacture, because not only tractors but also combines, self-propelled sprayers are manufactured in a steer-ready solution. They are using the CAN steering interface. So let's have a quick overview of what a CAN vehicle interface looks like. So normally in a CAN steering solution, we have a steering controller, a GNSS antenna, and usually on a convenient location in each tractor, you will find a factory CAN connector. So this is an easy to access interface where we can connect to the tractor CAN bus system. Of course, in the tractor, there is the factory preparation, which includes the factory steering controller, what the manufacturer builds into the tractor. Of course, they are using in the front axle factory wheel angle sensor, and of course there is a hydraulic valve which enabled to accept steering commands on the CAN bus. These tractors also mostly includes a so-called factory steering wheel sensor. This is needed for the manual override as a safety feature. So these tractors, when we connect with our system to a CAN steer ready tractor, the whole auto steering solution will use all the equipment what the tractor manufacturers designed to this technology. So all safety features, everything will be used same like with a factory steering solution. So let's see what a PowerSteer ready kit consists. So the kit includes, of course, a GNSS antenna. In our case, the GNSS antenna and the steering controller is in one piece. This is why we call it ASB, all-in-one controller. Of course, we need to have a screen, a display, which is in our case an Android tablet with the Field B application. And of course, we need to have a CAN port in the tractor, a CAN connection, and between our Field B steering controller and the CAN port, we need to have a so-called CAN adapter harness. This CAN adapter harness, of course, vary from manufacturers to manufacturers, but as I already mentioned, we already have a wide range of tractors that we can support in the different CAN adapter harness. So, of course, to be able to use with the Field B app on a steer ready tractor, it will also require a so-called software activation code. And all these components will be needed to be able to use the PowerSteer ready kit on your steer ready tractor. So why should we use a PowerSteer ready kit on our tractor? So just like many other auto steering solution, of course, with this one as well, you will be able to work with any other weather condition, day or night. So it really helps you to with full capacity to use your tractor. The technology, this advanced steering technology allows you to save up to 15% of your input and labor cost with saved time, saved input materials. And depending on the crop, you will use the auto steering technology. The number of application, of course, it really matters how many times you need to spray the crop. You are going to use the auto steering. The investment can return in 1 year if you are using it 50 hectare or in a bigger farm. Of course, in many other crops, this hectare capacity can be a little higher, but in general, we can say that it is an investment that can return really fast. The installation is really very fast because it is more or less around 30 minutes. Because all what we need to do is just install the steering controller, GNSS antenna on the tractor cab. You need to connect it to the tractor CAN steering interface, and you need to install the tablet. And once you will have all of these, you just need to set up the vehicle profile, and you are ready to start. The good thing is that you will keep the original steering wheel of the tractor and will keep using the manufacturer safety solutions, as I mentioned, like the manual override, the the speed range, for example, what the manufacturer limited to use the auto steering technology, or or the rolling mode, which will allow you to use the auto steering only on field conditions. How to set up the system? So the very first thing I need to tell that that these steer-ready tractors requires a so-called activation. So on the dealer side, the CAN steer-ready tractors needs to be activated. This requires the dealer involvement in this procedure. And the same will apply because we will also need to calibrate the steering components. This calibration includes the steering valve and the factory wheel angle sensor. But as I know many of you working in a dealership, I'm absolutely know and sure that you are all know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about auto steering activation and calibration of these steering components. So these are kind of preconditions for the installations. So once you will complete these steps, you will only need to install the GNSS, the steering controller, connected to the correct CAN steering interface, and install the tablet, and really you are good to go. Once you complete the connection and the calibration on our side, because the steering system also needs to be calibrated, you are really good to go and ready to start your field-B PowerSteer ready technology on the field for auto steering applications. So let's have a quick view of the timeline of how it will work, how we will be able to work with the different manufacturers' solutions. So our goal is that during February we want to complete all Valtra and Deutz tractors with the steering solution, and until in March we want to cover the CNHI models, the Case, New Holland, Steyr tractors, then also the Massey Ferguson and the Salme tractors, and somewhere later during summertime we will be able to cover also the Fendt, McCormick, and other brands will come also later to the product. Damian, please.
Yes.
Please
I'll
about
take a short break, Tamas, and I will use the time to quickly present the price. So as you can see on the screen, the price for the PowerSteer Ready package is at 4,800 euros. This consists of the antenna or the GNSS controller, the tablet with the app, the CAN port connection, and the software activation code that was mentioned by Tamas. And similar to the ISOBUS offer, we also have here the possibility to use the promo code field-B new, which you see on the screen, and with that you will get an additional 5% discount for this price of the 4,800 euros. If you would like to get more information or just take your time and look through it, again, you are happy to use the QR code that you see on the screen. There you find more info, and if not, then feel free to write down the promo code so you can use it with the 5% discount.
All right, so this was more or less our presentation. Of course, we have the Q&A sessions, but we can also cover some part what we call so-called frequently asked questions. So what is the ISOBUS solution from Koeli? So this is a ISOBUS solution which is used for many years now. Different manufacturers already use this Android-based application and the Koeli ISOBUS kit, and we really have a good feedback from customers about this. So we are really confident that it will give a good opportunity, and also to you it will give you a good opportunity to extend the sales and the precision farming technology to your partner base. Another thing is that can the steer-ready system be combined with the ISOBUS system? Of course, yes. Either the steer-ready, the PowerSteer ready, or the PowerSteer can be combined with the ISOBUS technology, so it's not a problem at all. It can be the ISOBUS technology can even be combined with the Power Guide manual guidance system. And the last one is what do I need to check to ensure my implement is compatible with the ISOBUS system? So first thing, most probably you know that I'm sure that if you have an implement, you know that whether it is or whether it is not an ISOBUS implement, because ISO implement have ISO controller on the implement installed, and these have also a so-called ISOBUS harness which connects to the ISOBUS ready tractor. When the tractor is not ISOBUS ready, then we have a so-called in the Koeli kit, we have a so-called generic ISOBUS harness. So in such scenario, you will need to install this connector at the back of the tractor, and the ISOBUS connector from the implement will connect into this ISOBUS connector, which will have a in-cab connector, and then you are good to go and ready to set up the Koeli kit. If you have any other questions, then as already mentioned at the beginning, please in the Q&A session, please write your questions, and then we will go one by one and try to answer your questions.
Yeah, I think we already have a couple, so maybe we can start with them. Go through the. Should I read them out, Tamas, or do you want to go through them by yourself? So maybe.
Okay.
Let me read them out maybe, and then it will be easier. And then, meanwhile, Nazar will maybe help you. So let's maybe start with the, let's say, more technical questions, because I see there's one specifically regarding ISOBUS.
Will there be the possibility to show different section on the screen when spraying? Of course, yes. Just as standard with the ISOBUS technology, you will see and all sections, or you will see all active sections, and with the ISOBUS, thanks to the ISOBUS technology, you can even activate the sections from the screen. If the automatic section control is also enabled, then you will also see how the different sections turn on or off one by one on the screen.
Exactly.
When we are not using an ISOBUS solution, then we have a different product, which is called section control. And with the section control, you will be able to use and see the sections on the screen as well. But this is not closely related to this ISOBUS topic. It's let's say, a kind of different product. What file format can I import? ISO XML, yes. Yara at farm, yes. All standardized ISOBUS file format can be imported and used with the ISOBUS application.
Hello to everyone. So here we have a question regarding non-ISOBUS section control. It's case when implement has no ISOBUS equipment, and it's not possible to connect even to steer ready or camera ready, ISOBUS ready tractor. So for such type of implements, we already have software product. It's called section control display. When once this product active, you will be able to set needed amount of sections, and you'll be able during field operation on the field to see suggestions from application where it will be better to off or on needed section. But it's not ISOBUS product. It's set one, not present here in our presentation, and we'll share additional information in separate communication. Thanks.
This one. So there is one question: do I need a screen for Philby and one for Jaltest, or can I use the same tablet? You can use the same tablet, and actually you can use the Philby steering application and the Jaltest application in a split screen mode, or you can minimize one of the app and leave it in one corner for example, in the steering app, the Jaltest screen, and zoom it or when you need it, or on the other way, when if you want to focus on the ISOBUS implement, then you can use it or see it all the time, and then when you want to see the navigation app, you can switch to the other one. So, or as I mentioned, you can also use it in a split screen mode.
Could you maybe, Nazar, could you maybe unmute Andrei? I think he wants to ask a question, but is probably unable to use the Q&A. That's my guess.
Unfortunately, it's not possible. So, could you please try to use the Q&A session on the bottom right corner?
Great. You just
Yeah.
need to click on the signs where you have the triangle and the circle and so on, and then you have the Q&A, and there you have then the field to ask a question. Just click on the plus, ask a question, and then we can see your question if you post it there. Yeah, so for those who came late, maybe you might have missed it. So let me repeat this one more time. You are all muted and you are unfortunately unable to unmute. So if you have any questions, please use the Q&A functionality. You will find it if you have your screen at the lower bottom right. And there you have those three signs. You have the triangle and the circle. And if you click on that, you then have the Q&A. If you click that, you then have the possibility to ask a question and then post it, and then we will be able to see your question and address it.
So we leave it open for another 5 minutes if anyone will have a questions. If not, then you still have the option to send us to our support channel an email with the questions, and you can be sure that we will return quickly with an answer.
All the functions we have, how many letters?
So we have a question, how many sections are available in the section control? So based on the Cohelia setup, it can handle up to 128 different sections. So So of course, this is required when you have a separated nozzle control required, but I think most sprayers or planter units use way less than what is needed here.
Next one from Marius, from Better Vasco. My tractor have old ISOBUS.
Is all new harness necessary?
Or just in-cap harness.
Tractor have. Okay, so my tractor have old ISOBUS, but if that means that you have the ISOBUS connector on your tractor, then you don't need the full kit because you already have the ISOBUS main harness in the tractor, so you will only have less equipment. We have actually two different package. One is for the non-ISOBUS tractors and one where the tractor is ISOBUS ready. So you asked Dumitru, how does the autopilot understand how the tractor's wheel are if we don't have an angle sensor? We have an angle sensor. So the PowerSteer ready solution is using the tractor's own wheel angle sensor. So the tractor's own wheel angle sensor is normally built into the front axle on the top of the kingpin. You can easily check it on many tractors when you see that from the front axle there is a wire coming back to the steering wheel. Then it is usually it is the wheel angle sensor cable. And the steering technology doesn't use the wheel angle sensor signal directly, but the steering controller and the steering actuator translates the analog wheel angle sensor signal to a CAN message, and we use this CAN data, or the CAN steering controller use this CAN data as a feedback signal. Andre was asking that he could only join later to the webinar. Yes, the webinar was recorded, and the link will be shared with you in the next 1-2 days. For those who joined this webinar from Germany and prefer the German language, just add-on information that we will also have the same webinar on Thursday evening, the same time from 7 p.m. in German language as well.
Next one about Julia.
And you spoke about different. Andre, when you spoke about different tractor firms, who will be compatible with the Philby steering? What about John Deere's? Yeah, it's a good question. Andre, so while we left John Deere and Claas to the end of the line, we want to be compatible also with these two brands as well, but both manufacturers, John Deere and Claas, with the CAN steering technology requires a so-called third-party activation code. So additionally, on the Field B stuff with the Field B PowerSteer ready kit, there is also a third-party activation code needed, which in case of John Deere, this third-party activation code needs to be purchased at a local John Deere dealer. But yes, the plan is yes, that John Deere will also come to be compatible later this year. Dimitri, you asked about whether we can install autopilot on Belarus MTZ-82 tractor that doesn't have any sensor. PowerSteer, yes, of course, you can install, but the Belarus or the MTZ-82 tractor is not steer-ready tractor, so we are talking now about the steer-ready solution. But the PowerSteer, it has the proper torque of the steering wheel motor, which is able to steer the Belarus tractors as well. We tested it.
Is PowerSteer is the same?
Question from Rodrigo, whether it is PowerSteer and PowerSteer ready the same? No. PowerSteer in our language is the steering wheel motor solution, and PowerSteer ready is when the tractor is steer ready. Of course, when the tractor is steer ready, it doesn't require a steering wheel motor to be installed, so it is only the antenna together with the steering controller, the tablet, and the proper CAN connection, what is needed. While with the PowerSteer, it is the same components that I described before, the steering controller together with the antenna, the steering wheel motor, and the tablet, what is need to be installed.
Next one. Is it possible to share field boundaries and tracks between several vehicles and these?
So Matthias is asking whether it is possible to share field boundaries and track lines between several vehicles, and if it is possible, how. If you are using the same account in different tractors, then yes, it's possible. If not, then ISO XML is the solution. Still done. So those who had dedicated special sales-related questions, we will contact directly, and we'll discuss details separately on a separate channel. So as I can't see any more questions, I would like to say thank you for all of you who joined for this late evening show tonight. And if you will have any questions, then you are more than welcome to send it to us, and then we will be happy to answer these. Thank you again, and I hope to see you soon.